And welcome back to the channel. Mr. Acolyte here, back at you with another Marvel Tokon video. And this is a follow-up to my last one where we speculated quite a bit about the new changes based on, a couple of snippets, little 2-second clips of the Magic trailer, the Magic/X-Men trailer. We kind of gleaned some information off of that, but this time we have actual official information from the devs themselves. They put out a brand new video with a ton of information. Let's go ahead and break this down because, man, this is huge. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and break this down step by step. So the first one assigned dedicated buttons for tag and assist. So if you didn't know, in the original build that we played, or the last couple builds we played, they had the assemble button, and that basically did everything. In the second beta, however, they added a quick tag button, which helped you tag and active tag faster. So I wonder if they've refined that even more, because here they call it 2 dedicated buttons for tagging and assist. So maybe they kind of simplified it, because some people said it felt like too much having, a quick tag and an assist and all that. So, I mean, it's still going to be 2 different buttons, but we'll see if this ends up being more streamlined than before. So if I let this combo just play out here, you'll be able to see Logan comes in, and that brings us to the next one. Reduced frames and animation time for tagging. This is a huge one. Sorry for the quality, by the way. I had to rip this from Twitter, and you know how how amazing Twitter video quality is. But yeah, if I just, again, let this play, man, this is so much faster. The active tag, look at that. You just instantly go from Peter to Logan really fast. Before, this animation took a long time. It took a while for the spark to hit you, and then for you to actually start moving and attacking. But now it's basically instant, and we see it here twice. Yeah, that, if you don't remember, trust me, that is like 10 times faster. So the flow of a match is gonna just flow way better now that you don't have all this constant pausing. Okay, this next one is the focus of the last video, the biggest change, the change that I said saved the whole game. This is where they talk about how you can call assists in block stun. This one is still like the biggest change, but yeah, take a look here. We see Danger doing a string, and yeah, just like in the last video, she's just doing a regular string here. Now, the wording at the top is weird. They say cancel attack to trigger non-rush assists. I'm not sure what they mean by that, because it looks here like she's doing a standard auto combo and then just calling them. So when they say cancel attack, I'm not really 100% sure what they mean. Maybe they mean like once you stop attacking. I'm not sure what they mean by cancel here. Cancel could mean anything. I guess we'll get more details in the future. But the headline here is, yeah, you can call your assist, and this is Miss Marvel's unique assist. The one where she does the tornado, and then yeah, big mix here, does the mix twice. And then right here, during the combo, she calls Tony, and Tony does his unique assist. Well, that's his beam assist, but he doesn't do the bump. He does like an actual regular assist here. So they're just further cementing that, yeah, you have freedom to call assists. And again, that is like the most important thing, because man, having the assist be locked into like these, universal, lariats was so dull. Okay, so this next one's really big too. So they reduced assist, hit stop, and consecutive assist. So basically, assists just come on the screen a lot quicker. And again, there's less screen freeze, because again, when you would call assists in the previous version, the screen would freeze a lot, and they would kind of just be like lingering in the animation, stuff like that. But look how fast it is now. Like, that is quick. They got the whole team out there instantly, like no delay. Look how fast that Logan uppercut into Iron Man beam, into a potential mix-up, into Kamala assist. So it's just, look at all this. Man, when this game really gets going, it has the potential to be like the craziest game ever, because I mean, This is all off of one sequence, and look how many characters are on the screen. There's 5 characters on the screen right now, all off of one block string. Like, this game has the potential to be just absolutely insane. But let's look at it just like without me pausing it one more time. I just really love the speed factor here. Like, there's a lot less of the game slowing down. Like, it really is going to greatly enhance the flow without all the pausing. That was one other like negative of the game, was like there's a lot of things that froze the screen and slowed the match down. Oh man, that's huge. This one's huge too. So aerial assist condition changes. So in the example here, they say aerial assist condition changes. Wording is weird, but look at this. Look what's happening here. Peter comes out, does his assist as like a sort of staircase. He does a rapid fire barrage downward. That was not in the game before. Before, he could only do that animation on the floor, and you could only call that on the floor. If you called his assist in the air, he did a web zip, just like a generic beam style assist of like him doing a web zip, and that was it. But now you're able to call his actual web shot assist, which lasts a while, in the air, which is like 100 times better, because an assist coming out from this angle and actually being able to attack the ground is fantastic. The problem before was if you called an assist at that angle, he would just shoot in a straight line and he wouldn't be able to interact with the floor. So now that you have an option, and I'm guessing other characters have this too, you have an option of calling an assist in the air that actually attacks the ground, is going to give you way more range to start your offense and to control neutral. That's a big W chain. Next up, another one we covered in the last video, calling grounded assists in the air. This is another huge one that had to be implemented. There's no choice. They had to implement this or the game just wouldn't work. Again, if you called your assist in the air, you got a generic assist. But now we see a ton of examples of people being in the air, and boom, you just see assists coming out on the ground. You know, we're jumping around, storms coming out. So that is fantastic, because again, not having assist freedom is just sad. You need to be able to call your assists in the air in tag fighters. That's a really important factor. So thank God they listened to us on that one. Moving on to super skills no longer cause the wall break. This is a very interesting change. So it seems like they're limiting what actually breaks the wall so that you're not breaking it constantly. So I guess now you do, because before doing your super would always break it. So it's like early in a match, you would do like a short combo into a super just to break the wall, just to get your next teammate. But now I guess supers are going to be more for setup and sort of like cashing out damage, and if you don't want to interact with a wall break. Because you see here, Logan does his super, it doesn't break the wall, and he's actually able to get Oki there. So I'm not sure if all supers are going to work this way, where you actually do get Oki afterwards, but in this situation, Logan definitely is getting Oki without having to break the wall and watch the cutscene every single time you hit somebody. Now this one I feel like is definitely gonna turn some heads. I'm gonna let it play. Yeah, so man, people were already calling the wall break strive, but now it really is like we actually do have the strive wall break now. So when you wall broke before, it puts you both back at neutral like DBFZ, but now when you break the wall, it's like strive. You can see that she did her special move here, and then that triggered the transition, and now if you knock somebody through a transition, you get your assist, and look, she gets an IAD, boom, right here. So guaranteed pressure now. That was not there before. This is now exactly like Guilty Gear Strive. I feel like some people are gonna hate this. I actually like it because in my opinion, the wall break was very weak before. I don't know, it felt like the wall break took something away from you before. Like if you're in the middle of a combo and you couldn't avoid the wall breaking because that was part of your route, or you wanted to do a super, it kind of sucked that you would spend that resource and just go back to neutral again. So actually getting to continue your pressure, I feel like will just feel better in the match. Again, it'll make the match flow better. I'm happy about that personally. Okay, the next one, link attacks no longer trigger on whiff. So I had a lot of the more casual players complaining about this. You guys can rest easy. The DBFZ auto combo is dead. They buried it before launch. So if you try to whiff an auto combo, nothing. You can see Magic here. She's mashing buttons on whiff. Nothing's happening. Man, DBFZ players asked for this for almost 10 years, never got it. Tokon players got it before launch. That's pretty crazy. So yeah, now an auto combo is only gonna come out when you make contact. People are not gonna be able to whiff auto combos into you. And man, this has to be the most requested change by far. And again, they did it, they're listening. Reduced aerial combo limit consumption. Man, we can now actually do air combos. Thank goodness. Take a look at the actual hit degradation bar on the left under the big 16. See how it's not flying up? Like, it's going up at a much more moderate pace now. Before, whenever you would do a combo, because yeah, they're showing off the power of the wall. I feel like, you know, with the leniency increased, if you get hit into the wall, you are really gonna die now, because man, just look at that. Like, she reset him on the wall, so Doom came in, wall splat, like I said. Off wall splat, you can either take the knockdown or relaunch. She relaunches here and then starts hitting them, and look at that. Sheesh, he died before Aurora reached max combo limit. So that was the biggest one. That was the biggest request by far. But with that, we have reached the end of this video. Thanks for listening, guys. Definitely let me know in the comments what you think about these further updated changes. Are you as excited as me? Who are you looking forward to playing? Which of these changes is your favorite? Who do you want to see in the roster of 20 characters? We still got a lot of characters to reveal. Let me know. I definitely want to know what you guys think down in the comments below. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. It does help out the channel a lot, and I do appreciate it. If you want to see more from me, check out the description below. But as always, you guys have a good one, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.